How will an hostel that is called maintenance not be maintained? Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. If this is your first time with us, make sure to like, share and comment on our previous videos. Today I'm sharing just a random topic, but it's something that is really saddening, because the rate at which negligence is in this country is alarming. Sometimes I wonder, must something bad happen before we know what to do, before we know the right thing to do? Must a life go before we put things in order? Last year we had a case of Sylvester, a secondary school young promising child that lost his life due to negligence of the school, negligence of the government, negligence of a lot of things. There have been a lot of avoidable deaths of students. There have been a lot of avoidable deaths of young and promising people. And my heart bleeds to see this. We are alive today does not mean people out there don't do what we do to keep ourselves alive. We are alive today. We should be thankful to God for sparing us, for keeping us till this day. Now, we are hearing the death of Heritage Ajibola. She is a young and promising child. With news I've read about this situation, it's something that would have been avoided. She would have not died if the people in charge of that hostel had put in place measures to make sure the hostel is kept in a good condition. I hear they pay a lot of money, 300,000, not even for a room, but for a space in the room. And yeah, we see she just lost her life too. She went to spread clothes, or to pack clothes, so to say, and she fell into the pit. She fell into the sockaway. How would an hostel have a sockaway of such? You say you collect lots and thousands of money from students to accommodate them, and yet you can't use that money to put in relevant facilities. A lot of negligence in this country. We have bad, our systems are bad. Our system is very bad, very bad. And it's as if the government is doing nothing. It's as if we ourselves are doing nothing. Because before a change can occur in a particular place, in a community, we have to start with ourselves. And if we're not doing anything about it, sorry to say, nothing can be done. The change has to begin with us. The change has to start from our inner self. We are the change that can change this country. We are the change that can change our generation. We are the change that can change the nation. And if we don't start with ourselves, nothing can be done. If we don't start with our community and our environment, nothing can be done. I hear she's an 100-level student, batch B in OAU, who just resumed and has not spent up to 2 weeks in school. I hear she spent 2 years at home before she gained admission, and yeah, she will be taken back home to her parents, dead. And her parents fared her farewell when she was going to school. Like, finally, my child, my daughter, has gotten admission. I know the pain it takes some people to gain admission into OAU. Let's even leave OAU aside. It's not an easy task to write exams, to write JAMB, to write post-UTME, and not be admitted. Those who are admitted, they don't have two heads. And those who are not admitted does not mean they don't have the criteria, or does not mean that they are dumb and they don't know anything. But here we are. She gained admission and her destiny was truncated. She gained admission. She was living her life, not knowing that her end was coming. I wish and I pray that she knew the God of her existence, because that's the paramount thing in life. If she was not close to God, if she does not know God, if she did not know God before she died, I'm sorry to say, all our RIP, rest in peace, they will be in vain. I just hope that she knew the God factor before she passed on. Though untimely death, though a painful death, but there's nothing we can do about it. We've heard a lot of disastrous things happening. That you wake up to see the brightness of today is a testimony. Because some people, they may be in their house and thunder might struck and they are gone. They didn't plan for it. Now, she didn't know she was going to die. If she had known, maybe she would have not gone to spread clothes or wash clothes or what have you. May God just help us. May God just help us. Because I don't know the rate at which young and promising souls, young and promising children are dying. We need justice. We need justice for Nigerian students. We need justice for young people. We need justice for heritage. We need justice for Sylvester. I hear that they are still on the issue for justice for Sylvester, but we have a lot of corruption in this country. Sylvester's own, because of his parents and the people that his parents knows, has come to limelight. What of those that have been swept under the carpet? What do we say about that? What of those that they came to limelight, yet they used corruption to bribe their way out of that? The perpetrators of all this evil, they walk around us. It's just God that's saving us in this country. Just God. With an heavy heart, I say this, but there's nothing we can do. The dead has gone. There's nothing that can be done about it than to pray that God consoles the family. Because to finally gain admission into a university after staying a couple of years at home is something of joy. Just take a picture of the joy and gladness that our parents, loved ones, friends, neighbors would feel when she finally tells them that I've gotten admission, I'm going to school, and now this. I can't imagine the trauma that our parents will be going through now. All we can say is, may her soul rest in peace. But if you are out there and you have not yet given your life to Christ, and you have not yet known the God factor, you have not known the reason for your existence and the one who brought you to existence, please run to him before it's too late. Let's rise up, let's intercede. Let's be like Esther, that interceded for Mordecai and his people. Let's brace up. Let's fight. Let our voice be heard. Let's not say the deed has been done and let it go. Let's not say let sleeping dog lie. No. This time is not time for sleeping dog to lie. Let's wake them up. Let's fight this battle together. Let's bring to limelight the perpetrators of all this. I hear this is not the first time such happens, but come to think of it, such things will happen For a while, people will talk about it, and before you know it, it's gone. It's story. It's old news. Now everybody is shouting, justice for heritage, justice for heritage. How long, how far can this go? It takes you and I to make the change. It takes you and I to bring justice to this country. It takes you and I to bring justice to those whose life has gone, who has died avoidable deaths. Just in the case of heritage, in the case of Sylvester, and many more that we don't know. And may God continue to help us in this country. May God help and strengthen the parents of those children whose life has been truncated. A lot of things that could have been aborted, but no. If a life is not gone, nothing is done. And it's really, really saddening. On this note, I will just end this video here because it's heartbreaking and disheartening to know that a young child, a promising child just like me, lost her life. The painful thing about this issue is that before help could come, before they could bring her out from that soccer way, it took over an hour. How will an hostel that is called maintenance not be maintained? Like, who does that? This is well in this country. I'm going to continue to help our universities. And as I was reading also, I learned that someone also brought up a case of a similar scenario of a soccer way being covered with plank. And the owner of the hostel said she should leave the hostel and they will give her a refund, not spoil the name of the hostel. For crying out loud. Is it until another case is being mentioned before that will be fixed? Because a lot of universities are not in good shape. The hostel where students stays, and I don't know. The hostels are not in good condition, and yet you expect students to stay there and live healthy. May God help us.